is KCAL News Mornings.
There has to be accountability for 20 deaths. You do not just get to walk away from that.
People at Altadena, victims of the Eaton Fire, not happy with the new report on LA County's response during January's devastating fire. Welcome to KCAL News at 11 a.m. on CBS Los Angeles and streaming on CBS News Los Angeles. I'm Jamie Yukas. Survivors are demanding an investigation into the response. KCAL reporter Rick Montanez is in Altadena with their calls for transparency, accountability, and they want justice, Rick.
Yeah, and Jamie, they want to see the California Attorney General's office open an investigation into the county's decision-making and actions from when the fire started into the days following. And it was certainly an emotional morning for a lot of the people who spoke here. They held their news conference on this lot. This is where one of thousands of homes that burned here in Altadena. And what they discussed is their mental health and how troubling it has been for them for the past 9 months. And so many of them this morning are taking their frustration, their anger, and their concern over to the County Board of Supervisors meeting. And that is where the board is discussing this after action report that we told you about last week when it was released. The county commissioned this report, which looks into alerts, warnings, and evacuations. The report cites failures that include outdated policies and protocols, staffing shortages, resource constraints, and an inability to share real-time information. The report also found that downed cell towers impacted alerts. Well, at this morning's news conference here in Altadena, many of those neighbors disputing the claims made in this county's report, including the issue of alerts and emergency notices. Several of them saying they were already evacuating while the homes burned hours before those first alerts went out. Fire survivors are demanding accountability, demanding to know what went so wrong the night the Eaton Fire started back in January.
No government should be allowed to investigate itself after a failure so serious, not with these many lives lost, more than 6,000 homes destroyed, and a true multicultural gem of a community's rich heritage and history gutted.
There has to be accountability for 20 deaths. You do not just get to walk away from that.
So right now, the County Board of Supervisors are discussing even things to change that the report recommends, which includes upgrading technology for communication, how to plan and train better for these types of emergency situations. But neighbors here in Altadena say that is simply not enough. They are demanding more. They are demanding that investigation. And I have to tell you, after this news conference here today, many of them were still in tears after sharing their heartbreak over what happened. I reached out to the Attorney General's office to see if they've received that request for the investigation and whether one will begin. I'm still waiting to hear back, and we have a crew following what is happening today at the Board of Supervisors. Reporting live in Altadena, Rick Montanez, KCAL News.